Hello, Charles. Thanks for redeeming Put on the Hat. Let's go ahead and do that. How late of a start was this? I'm not even... Only 15 minutes. That's not too bad. Right as stream was about to start, actually it was about... Well, no, it was about 5:58. I got a phone call saying my car was ready, and you can come pick it up, because I had to take it to the shop. And 2 wheel speed sensors and some brakes and some other hose and something later. And $808 later, my car's back to normal. Almost. There's one problem with it that I didn't have them fix, and I should have, because it's a really annoying problem. But cars are expensive. But the cheapest car you have is the one you already own, which is why I'm still driving a 2008 Jeep Compass and not a Ford Lightning, because I'm too frugal to buy something fancier. In any case, hello Rainbow, hello Charles, hello everybody else. We are continuing our evening of coding in a video game, aka Human Resource Machine. I don't know when I'm going to give up on this game. I probably won't. I did find out, though, that if this game interests you at all, there is a free version that's available through Hour of Code of this exact game. The only problem is it doesn't save. So you have to beat it in one sitting. That sounds crazy. Okay, let's do Small Divide, I guess. Remember last time when I told you you didn't need to divide? Well, now you get to. For each 2 things in the inbox, how many times does the second fully fit into the first? Okay. So, inbox, copy to 0. Okay, so we're going to put that in there. So how many times does the second fully fit into the first? So what we're going to do... I gotta remember how sub works. Subtract the contents of a specific tile on the floor from whatever you're currently holding. The result goes back into your hand. I gotta read that one more time. Subtract the contents of a specific tile on the floor from whatever you are currently holding. Okay, but it doesn't go back into the tile. So, we're going to... This is the divisor. So we're going to copy from 0. Then we're going to sub 1. Then we're going to bump 2. But 2 doesn't exist yet. So before we do that, we're going to copy from 9 and copy to 2. That's going to be our counter. So we're going to bump 2. But before we do that, we're going to move that there. Jump if 0. Jump. Oh, you can copy and paste from previous assignments? It's not the worst idea. So, if that's 0... Nope. Jump if negative. Jump if 0. I think this is going to be off by 1 if I don't do that. And then outbox. And then jump. Back to here. Go. Management expected 2. Okay, let's see where it all went wrong. Okay, so we got 6 divided by 3. The answer should be 2. So We get the 6, we put it in 0. Good. We get the 3, we put it in 1. Nope, that was a mistake. Copy to 1. Then we increment that, which was right. Then we're going to copy to 1. Oh, this wasn't supposed to be here. So copy from 0. So we take that number, subtract 1. We should then probably put that back in 0. Little things. You outboxed 0. So 2. Yep. 4. Good. Good. Jump of 0, jump of negative. Oh, nope. Always jump. Let's try it again. We'll get there. So how's everybody's day today? Anything new, fun, and exciting? Oh, we have a new problem. Okay, so 6, 4. We increment. We remove that. 2 goes there. We're back to the top. We're going to divide again. Now we're negative 2. Jump if 0. Oh, this needs to jump over the jump. Okay. Where did this one go wrong? Okay, so we brought the 0 in. We put the 8 in position 0. Put the 4 in position there. Oh, the jump of 0 is wrong, isn't it? Yep, jump of 0 is wrong. Full speed ahead. Go. I think we got it. Division's complicated. 15. 15. We nailed that one. Didn't nail that one. We're going to not worry about the speed challenges tonight. We'll save that for the after party. Yes, we rank all our employees here, from worst performing all the way to the best performing. What? Where do you rank? Let's give it some thought while we complete this assignment. For each 3 things in the inbox, send them to the outbox in the order from smallest to largest. Look at that, they gave us sample code. From smallest to largest. Huh. Okay, so we've taken the 3 numbers. That's nice. We're holding the 2. So then let's sub 0. Jump if negative. Copy from 2. Okay, so jump if so if we subtract the first one from the second one, and it's negative, we know that the first one, we know that 0 is larger. So we should leave it be. If we then subtract, you know, the first one, negative, do nothing. Otherwise, copy from copy from 0, copy to 5, copy from 2, copy to 0, copy from 5, copy to 2. Okay, so that'll reverse it'll swap the 2 and the 0 if that's larger. Now, if it's not larger, then we need to do that same check again. So we're going to copy from 2. Sub 1. Jump if negative. Oh, we can't copy just specific lines. That's lame. So copy from 1. Copy to 6. Copy from 2. Copy to 1. Copy from 6. Copy to 2. Okay, so 2 gets checked against this. If this is larger, it stays. If it's not, they switch. Then this gets checked against this. Same thing, it gets swapped. Do I have to do that a third time? I have to do it one more time between these two, right? So copy from 1. Sub 0. I think that's right. Jump if negative. Bum-ba-dum. Copy from 1. Copy to 6. Copy from 0. Copy to 1. Copy from 6. Copy to 1. Or 0. Okay, and then copy from 0. Outbox, copy from 1. Outbox, I feel like this is overly complicated. Copy from 2. Outbox, jump, back to the beginning. Go. What if I did this backwards? 2, 1, 0. Ah. It works. Cool. Why do I have a feeling I didn't get either advancement? 34 or fewer. Wow. So where... I kind of want to see if I can get that optimization in play. Copy from 2. Copy to 2. This isn't guaranteed to run. And that's not guaranteed to be the right number. This to this. This to this. This needs to be compared with that. Is that true? Does it have to be? If A is greater than B, I feel like I'm maybe doing one extra set of comparisons. So if I compare these two, and they get swapped, then I compare these two, and they get swapped. Larger... Yeah, there's no situation, if I don't do the third comparison, there's no situation where it can reverse. So it's got to be 3 compares. 6, copy 2, 0. So what if... From 6, copy 2, 0. Nope. Jump. What if we change the order? Nope, can't do that. Where are the extra commands that I don't need? Sub-0, jump if negative. You know what? I'm not going to spend my night optimizing tonight. Let's just play levels. It's more fun that way. We got hung up on that too much, I think. Big changes are coming. Yeah, it looks that way. Letters. I see you already know that. Yes, you can now access slots on the floor indirectly. Wait, what? What does that mean? You will see. It's going to change everything. Imagine each thing in the inbox is an address. And each address refers to a tile 0 to 9 on the floor. Your task for each address in the inbox: pick up the letter at that address and outbox it. Oh, so we can use... So we're no longer dealing with numbers, we're now dealing with memory addresses. Yay. Copy from... Hold on, I need to see the example. The first one grabs an 8. I'm holding an 8. Copy from 12. So it takes the value of 12. So inbox, copy to 10, copy from 10, but outbox. Loop. I don't think this gets any simpler, right? Easy enough. I don't think that program can be simpler. Nice. How many are there? Okay. String storage floor. Do we have the whole alphabet? What in the world? Special covert assignment. Management is requesting strings from the floor. Let's just process the strings and not read or discuss what they say. It would be impolite to read messages intended for someone else and forbidden. Read a story today about a former Disney employee who got fired because he got malware after installing an AI bot, and the malware caused a data breach at Disney that was just massive. Oh, it's a really sad story if you hear the whole thing, but for the guy. But oh man, the internet's a dangerous place, you guys. For each address provided in the inbox, outbox, requested item from the floor, all following items on the floor until you reach 0. Repeat. Wait. Each thing in the inbox is an address of a tile on the floor. Okay. For each address provided in the inbox, outbox, the requested item from the floor, and all following items on the floor until you reach a 0. Okay. A little bit more complicated. So we're going to inbox. We're going to copy that to 24. Then we're going to copy from 24 that. If that's 0, we're going to jump back to the beginning. But not before we... Interesting. So we'll jump into that. Inbox, copy to 24, copy from 24, which that's going to be a 4, then we want a 5, so then we need to bump regular 24. We got to increment the address pointer. This is assembly pointers, you guys. Or pointers. They're just pointers. That wasn't the right jump. Inbox, jump to there. jump if 0 to here. So, nope, jump if 0 to there, otherwise jump to there. I think that's right. The target 3 X's is awake. Take this. The target is awake, take this. Sounds ominous. Ah, we did it with 8 commands. I want to see if we can figure out which command is excessive real quick. Let's just rearrange. So copy to, copy from. Always outbox. I feel like this is the right number of commands. Something doesn't feel right about this, though. Copy 224, copy from outbox. Bump 24. Copy from 24. I think that's better. These are backwards again. Let's try this one more time. Game that fries your head? Yep, that's what we're doing, Cassandra. What would you like to talk about? Anything? Nothing? Something? Jump if 0 is a new word. No, we don't want to outbox the 0, though. Why do I feel like this is not right? Ah, never mind. I think I made it a lot simpler. Oh, that's no fun, Cassandra. Link hasn't been feeling the best today either. I think he's on like another cold or something. But do. 7 commands. 203 steps. We did it. We super optimized. Oh no, reversing strings. Hello. It's backwards. How are you today? Haha. Haha, okay, no, seriously. Reach 0 terminated string in the inbox. Reverse it and put the result in the outbox. Repeat. I don't wanna. Okay, so we're going to inbox. We're going to copy to 14. We're going to bump 14. Then if this is 0, then we're going to jump. Otherwise, we're going to bump, and we're going to go back to the beginning of the program. So this will read in the letters until we hit a 0. Then we're going to copy from 14. We're going to outbox it. Then we're going to bump minus 14. This is the wrong 14. And then we're going to jump back to here, unless if 0, then we're going to jump back to there. I think. Let's find out. You can't bump plus with a letter. This is true. Sounds inappropriate programming right there. Do it again. Okay, so it got to 3. I think that just might be an order of operations thing. Try it again. Curious. I'm just gonna go all the way back. Anything else new, Cassandra? Just chilling? So I comes in, we add 1. The Y comes in, we add 1. This part I think is just fine. The next E comes in, we add 1. So now we're up to 3. Beautiful. So then the next one comes in, it's 0, which means we're done. So we're not going to do anything with it. We're going to immediately go knock the 3 down to 2. We're going to copy from... Yep. Great. Oh, see, we don't want to do that yet then. So So why don't we leave it like that? ARM. Play. ARM. That was not what I meant to hit. You work too dang much? Yeah, I can imagine that being the case. What if we make this jump if negative back up to the top and we remove that one? Now let's try it. So it figured that out, but now the tile needs to be reset. So before we do that, we want to bump. And this is extraneous, but whatever. Let's just try it anyway. There's probably a better way to do it. I'm not seeing it. See what it says. 11 or fewer, we used 12. We did it in enough steps, though. In fact, we did it in one fewer step. So that makes me feel good. Where's our extra step? It's probably right here with this extra jump. How do I get rid of this one jump? Jump if negative. Copy to 14 bump. I move it to the end of the program, it works the same way. If I do this after the outbox, then we're off by 1. Zero goes in, so we have 1 letter. Then 0 comes out, or next number goes in. Copy to, jump if 0. I feel like I can find a way to get around this. Jump if 0. Bump. So it's going to be 1 with a 0. What if it is 0, though? Let's just watch this again and see where it gets off. Or is right. Where's the... And this is back to being jump if 0. Let's try that. Looks like it's gonna work. Cool. Did we get the optimization, though? We got that one. Did we get the other one, too? That one's now slower. But we have the 121, so we got both, which is even cooler. Are you at least getting paid well, Cassandra? Like, do you get... do you have, like, a public employees retirement account and all that? I mean, it's education, so you're probably not getting paid what non-education pays, but it's still better. Or still probably better than nothing. Oh my gosh, for each thing in the inbox, send to the outbox the total number of matching items on the floor. Can I subtract X from X? Is that allowed? Inbox sub 1. Okay. So now inbox sub... Oh, no. We want to do that exact same test. Is that going to be 0? Okay. So... for each thing in the inbox, so we take in the number. We're going to copy that to 15. Before we do that, we're going to copy from 14 to 16. Copy from 14, copy to C. Okay. So we take in C. We're going to back it up there. Isn't this fun? Copy to 15. Okay, so we're going to copy from 15. We're going to subtract 17. The value at 17. But before we do that, we also need to copy from 14 to... oh, we already did that. Copy to 17. I should really, like, label these in some way. Make it... let's do this. In... count. And we'll call this, step. Okay, so copy to in. That's where we're going to start. Copy from in, sub that. If 0, then we're going to bump plus plus step. Nope. We're going to do that anyway. We're going to bump plus plus count. else we're gonna do that. So if 0, bump plus plus count. Otherwise, bump plus plus step. Okay. But then we need to do... copy from... copy from step, if 0, go back to the beginning. Before we do that, we need to yikes. Jump if 0. Copy from count, outbox, jump back to the beginning, else jump back to copy from in. Okay, I think that's... that's 0. I think I have redundant jumps. Okay, let's try that. How many C's are there? I count 2. I think it's working. You know, Cassandra, you could learn how to play this game. Then you could get a job as a programmer. Did we forget to reset count? Nope. For some reason, I feel like I made this harder than it needed to be. It is complex, though. Inventory report. 16 or fewer. We were at 17. 479 steps. Okay, so there's another optimization in here. Is there like one command in here that we can... You know what? I don't care. Well, I do care. Jump if 0, go to count. Increment count. That's the test for that. Jump to here, bump up the step. You know, we could do 2 numbers at once. Probably don't want you doing that kind of thing. Be so broken. Outbox. Because we have... we'd have a hard time, though, because we... Oh, no, we could do it. We could do 2 counts, 2 ins, 2 counts, and a step. We could definitely do 2 at once. Cut the time in half. Jump if 0, bump up count. Jump here to keep going. Feel like... Wish there was a jump, if not 0. Ah, whatever. I don't want to spend all night optimizing. We passed the level. Where's Carol? Instead of having a dedicated count space. The problem with bumping 14, though, is then I lose my 0, so when I go to start over, I have a problem. Also, welcome on in.
Oh my god. This coffee is amazing.
That was just wrong.
Back to work, ladies.
This game is kind of dark. We'll go back to it, though, Legend.
Previous reports of machine army evaluate to false. Everything equals 100% fine. Whether within pleasant tolerance parameters or human skin layer, you're all going to be fine.
I feel like the machines are lying to us now. But if we go back to... Yeah, I mean, if we just bump... Copy to count. Copy to step. I don't think we want to erase that 0, because that 0 is doing 2 things for us. The 0... The 0 is actually doing 3 things for us. The 0 is... The 0 is giving us an ability to reset, because we need a 0 to copy in, because we can't just manually specify 0. None of these things say set to 0. We can't make tiles, basically. So that's problem number 1. Problem number 2 is we're also using that to determine when the string stops. So if we increment this 0, we can't determine the end of string, because the 0 is also the marker for the end of string. So I don't think we want to do anything to 14 to optimize this. It's going to be, whatever the optimization is, there's some... My guess is I have a jump in the wrong order. Like right here, like somehow I can rearrange this to get rid of one of these jumps. But I don't know... That's end of string. That's the loop back to there. Copy from count, outbox jump. That takes us back to the beginning of the program. Reset, reset, reset. Start over. Copy to in. I mean, do we need... Yeah, we need this copy from in, because if we don't do that, we can't redo the math. Jump if 0. It will be exactly the same if it's 0. It won't necessarily be negative, so we can't do that. What if... Let's just rearrange this for a second. Bump. Nope, we gotta do that. Let's just jump it out of the program here for a moment. Does that make it look any more obvious? That's the end of string marker. That's the main loop. But that is going to reduce how many jumps get called, so that is an improvement in performance, I think. This takes forever to run, so we'll let it run while I think about where we can move things. Have you played this game, Legend? I like to think of it as a learning assembly without actually typing in assembly. $17. And we're still on the same problem. Copy from, copy to, inbox, copy to in. Yep. Substep, that's fine. That jumps out. Jump it back. Yeah. Okay. Let's just go to the next puzzle. We don't need to do the optimizations tonight. Vowel incinerator. What's the meaning of this? Management is attempting to reduce bandwidth by removing all the vowels from every word. Good luck. The fact that I can read those words without vowels. English is a funny language. Send everything from the inbox to the outbox except for vowels. Send everything from the inbox to the outbox except for vowels. Okay. This is kind of similar to the last program. So copy to in. So then we're going to start comparing them. So copy from in, sub I, jump if 0, get us out of the program. Otherwise, bump Before we do that, though, we need to copy from 5 to here and here. Okay, so. No, that's not right. We just need to copy it to I. Okay, so. We take in a number or a letter, we save it to here. The main loop is going to loop back to here. So this is all like I should just have a dummy line right here. But so copy from in. That's going to pull in the input. Compare it to A. If it matches, we're going to go back to the beginning. Because that means it failed. If otherwise, we're going to increment I. If copy from if that equals 0, then we're going to outbox, in, and jump back to the beginning. Otherwise, we are going to jump back to here. That's nice and convoluted. Let's see what happens. That looked like it worked. I like it. How do we do? 13. We did it in 4. So wherever extra command I had in the other one, I had in this one too. And we were only off by 12 there, or however many. I can't do math. So where were the extra... Where's the extra 1 command again? I mean... Copy to in, copy from in, sub I, jump if 0 back to the beginning. Hold on, I'm going to answer this text message I just got. The neon... I'll show you guys something. Man, my cousin is awesome, you guys. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you. So last night, I mentioned on stream that I had this idea for a shirt and making it light up and all that fun stuff. And my cousin, this isn't going to show up all that well on stream, but she just got done creating that. I'm going to go full screen for this. That right there, which is a vector of the sign in Disney World, which is about as clean as it can be, which is way more talent than I have as an artist, and I greatly appreciate her hard work because this is gonna make it look so awesome if I can get it all to work out. So okay, I think we passed, right? We already did this one? Yes, we did. Okay. We're getting so close. You're fired. Wait, what? Who blew a hole in the window? She's out sick today. I can imagine why. It's time to eliminate inefficiencies. Okay. Send everything from the inbox to the outbox unless you've seen the same value before. Discard any duplicates. This assumes a few things. I'm gonna have to think about that. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna copy the code from here. And everything to the inbox. You know what? I don't want to copy the code. Okay, so we're going to start by copying 14 to 0. Okay. We're also going to... We should never need it again. So we'll use this one. So then we're going to inbox. We're gonna copy that to 13. Then we're going to copy from... Oh no, we do need a 0. So we're gonna need a count. Copy from... Copy to in. Then we're going to sub... If we sub 0 right away... Copy from... Copy from C. Jump if 0. That means we're done. Otherwise, sub 0. Jump if 0. I think this right here might actually be the optimization we're missing from the other thing. Okay. Okay, sorry, getting myself sidetracked here. So if the counter is 0, no, if the value is 0, we've hit the dead end, or then The value is new. We're going to copy from, no, we're going to copy to the value of C. Then we're going to bump plus C. And we're going to copy from 14 to C. And we're going to copy to this looks an awful lot like these first two lines here, which that's probably okay. Copy to C. Copy to C. We also need to outbox it. Bump C. Copy from 14 and go back to the beginning. So jump back to copy from 14. That's the 0. Put it back in the counter. So why do we need to bump C here? Oh, because that's... My head is hurting. Copy to... That's not the same C. So let's flip this. C. Okay, there. That should do that. So then we inbox a new number. We do it again. Okay, so now we got to figure this out. So copy from C. If that's 0, then we're at the end and we're good. However, if this is 0, then we jump to the end. We jump to there. Copy from 14, copy to C, inbox. I think that's right. As messed up as that is programmatically in any other language. Nope. Okay, let's watch this step by step. So, we go. We come in. We grab the 0. We put it in C. Good. We copy it to position 1 because it's end of string. Then we inbox. Great. Copy that to in. Good. Then we copy from C. Yes. It's 0. Meaning we're at the end. So then this copy to C is a problem because we need to first copy from in. Let's play it again. We get the D, we go put it in. And we go look over here. Is that a 0? Yes, it is. Copy the D, put it there, outbox it, bump C, copy the 0, go put that in 1. Perfect. And we grab the A. Put the A in the in. We put... Copy from C. Oh, that's a problem. We never reset the 0. We never reset C. Copy to... C. Is that happening up here too? It does, so let's just do that. Wait, if this happens... try that. Nope, something went wrong. Something happened in the wrong order. Right here. Okay, so the B gets saved. Bump C. Copy from 14. These are backwards. Except the very first time to C. Oh, what have I done? I had it. Copy from 14, copy to C. Let's just put everything back in. And then copy to... Nope. Copy to... That's all fine. So that'll put a 0, 0. All of that's good. That's starting state. So then copy from 14. Oh, but it needs to be the other way around. Copy to... We need to copy it first to that, and then we need to 0 it. So what if... Hey, Screwroad, how's it going? What did you think of the plan you did on Ninja last night? The new Discord? Is that what you're talking about? So I missed when it actually got delivered. I didn't see Ninja's reaction to it. Was he happy or saddened? He joined it, so I assume he's okay with it. But how did he actually react? I mean, it's good that he's got his own Discord. If he wants one, but that's the thing. I don't know. I guess I would say it this way. If somebody set up a Discord for me, I think I would be upset. Behind the scenes. I wouldn't be upset publicly, but behind the scenes I would be upset. But if it's a fan Discord, I don't know that I can really do anything about that. And so you get into the whole how it's being represented, right? Twitch chat MBG, nice. Yeah, so it's one of those things where, like, if they're representing me, I want to be in charge of it because it's me, right? If they're not representing me and they're making it very clear that they're just fans, then it's kind of a different thing, right? But as long as he's happy with it, I'm happy for him. To C, and then copy to C. Okay, I think this is the only one that has to go the other direction. Let's just run it like this and see if it runs. Okay, so we get a B, we put it there. We then bump C to 1. Yep. All of that looks good. And we go get... so at this state, we are as it should be. Welcome on in, Blake. Hope you're doing okay. We put it in the inbox. So then we copy from that reference. If it's 0, which it's not. Sub... oh, it shouldn't be sub-0. This should be sub-in. I want to see that 0 move to spot 2. It did not move to spot 2, so something is still not right. Okay, we're good with initial state. We go grab C. C is a duplicate. We subtract C. We get 0. If 0, don't do anything. Copy the 14. Ooh. No, that's not right. Okay, I know where the problem lies now. So... outbox. Bump C. Copy from 14. Copy to C. This needs a copy from 14, copy to C, which we can actually do like that because that's not... we can't do it like that. Let's just get it working and worry about implications later. Looks like there's some wall missing. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, I don't know what happened to the wall. There is some story going on about the robots coming to get us. But I don't entirely... it still didn't work. I don't entirely understand the story at this point. Oh, gosh, I didn't mean to hit stop. Okay, so we get the C. We compare it to the B. That part's fine. It's not 0. Copy from in. No, something's not right here. Copy from in. Copy to C. That's not right. What is this trying to do? And it shouldn't be outboxing yet either. Jump if 0. Wait. I think we're just missing a whole subset of logic here is the problem. So... if this is 0, we're at the end of the string. If this is 0, we have something else that's going on. But if neither of those are 0, then there's a jump that needs to occur right here. And we need to bump plus C, I think. Let's try this again. So far, so good. Now we pause. But yeah, I don't know why the wall's missing yet. So, not a match. Increments 1. Gets to 0, says, oh, this is 0. Puts the 0 there, does that, goes in, adds a 0 to the 2, zeroes out the C. We're in a good state. So far, so good. The A is where this gets to be fun. So, the A comes in. It looks at the first one. It does the math. It says it's 0. It jumps. It zeroes out the counter again, and it goes back to the beginning. Ha ha ha. D. I think we got it. Let's just go full speed. We're not being near as good on the optimizations, but at least they're working. There's a part of me that keeps thinking about this, though. Like, this is the programming that people were doing, you know, prior to 1980. Prior to I don't know, when did like BASIC and C get on the scene, right? Yeah, that's not optimal at all. It's okay, though. Do I go for the end of the game and just shoot our way there? I think we're gonna have one more night of this. Bzz, bzz. Yes, indeed. Goodbye. Click. Incoming message. You'll receive 2 words. One is a decoy, a false lead, a red herring. The other is part of an important message. The inbox contains exactly 2 words. Determine which word comes first if you were to order them alphabetically, and send only that word to the outbox. Why did they give us a 10? Oh, I know why they gave us a 10. Maybe. Interesting. Okay. Let's just load the words in first. Inbox. Copy 2. We need a counter. So we'll call this C. Copy to. Copy from that. Copy to that. Copy to the value of C. I have an HP Basic manual from 1971. So prior to Basic, this is what they would have been doing, right? Like, I mean, I don't know how many other languages really... Well, no, there were other languages before Basic. Because, like, doesn't COBOL go back to, like the 1950s? I mean... Now, I don't know my history here well enough. Hold on. What was the first programming language? Although that's not going to make any sense, because it's going to be assembly, right? It's just going to be a specific... So AutoCode was the first... Oh, there's Conrad Zuse, 1940s, considered the first high programming language. 1952, AutoCode was the first compiled programming language. And I suppose what was the first machine code language? Like standard. First commercially available language was Fortran. Oh, okay, so that's commercially available, but that's not... I suppose every machine had its own code up until that point? Up until the first compiled language came along? Until AutoCode and or Conrad, whatever one was first? That's interesting, though. Okay, I lost my train of thought here. Copy from 23, copy to C, so that's our counter. Inbox, copy to that. Then we're going to bump C. And we're going to jump back to the inbox. However, if this is what comes in, we're going to jump to there. Then, we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to copy from 23. No, we're going to copy from 24. We're going to copy to C. Nope, that's not right. Copy to C. And we're going to inbox, jump if, ooh. Oh no, that's fine. Jump if 0, out of the program. Then copy to C, pointer style. Jump, bump C, jump back to the inbox. Okay, so we're just gonna run this as is. If it works, we're gonna get 2 words loaded in. That's not what should have happened. So we got the first word. We grab the 10. That's supposed to be just a regular C. Cobalt was your comfort zone? Yeah, no, and that's what I'm getting at, right? So it's not a language per se. Yeah, exactly. So I guess, which is why every different machine code has its own flavor of assembly, because it's just one-to-one with whatever opcodes you're working with. That's what I was trying to figure out. So, like, prior to Fortran, and I realized that there are these exceptions, you had to be programming in machine code, like we're doing now, right? So you'd be programming in some variant of assembly, theoretically. Heck, you might even be dealing with the actual 1s and 0s, because I don't know. It would have been interesting to program in Fortran at some point. I know my parents did. And like with punch cards, there's a part of me that really wants to program with punch cards. For no reason other than to experience it. I wonder how hard it would be to build a punch card computer. That'd make for an interesting YouTube video. It's kind of like, it'd be so basic. That's the other flip side to it. Like, it'd be super, super basic. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. Inbox, determine the word that comes first. Okay, so then copy from 23. Sub (24). If negative, I'm assuming some things about the letters here. If negative, copy from 0, otherwise copy from here, then copy to here. Then copy from here, outbox, bump plus this, jump back to here. If 0, stop the program. It's really fun to think how far computers have come in 100 years. Oh, we have a different problem. That was right. Our problem, though, is that. Let's try this one more time. We didn't have end of string markers. Oh no! We can't just compare the first letter. No! That's mean! We're gonna jump this all the way to the end because I don't want to think about this in any. And actually, this is the end. And then this is always going to jump back to here. And we're going to bump 23 and bump 24. Excuse me. This is a one-time use program. Curious. Copy from 23, sub jump if 0, so it jumps down to here. It jumped too far. It's not 0. If it is negative, let's try it again. I feel like that jump was just out of order. We're getting close. Something didn't get reset. Oh no, so my whole plan to increment the numbers just backfired on me. Let's do 20. Let's do 21. Then let's do 20. Let's do 21. And then at the very start of the program, let's copy from 23. We already are doing that. Copy to 20. Copy from 24. Copy to 21. This is all really lame, but I just want to see it work. Okay, so the C needed to get set to 0 at some point and did not. Wait, which alphabetical word does it want? If you were to order them alphabetically and send only that word, so it should have sent this word, which means that jump is right, but this is backwards. So this should be 24. This should be 23. Go. Unix. Good word. Until. Well, we got a glorious failure. Solution not robust. Is it failing due to length? Four-letter word versus a three-letter word? Is it inherently true that the shorter word must be I don't like how this is working. So copy from 20, jump if 0. If it's 0, what does that mean? It means that which word is smaller? The top word. So 0. So 23. So we should jump to there. Copy from 21. Jump if 0. And if that happens, then we are here. What is that gonna do? I probably just broke the whole thing. You didn't give me an invalid input that time. I needed another 4-letter input. You gave me 2 identical words. That's just mean. But we passed. And we did it with 3 less commands. Oh, we were 1 shy. Ah! Sorry. How can we make that 1 shy performance disappear? What do we not need? Copy. It was so good. That's depressing though. It's so close. Okay, whatever. We're not optimizing. I'm avoiding that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're 6 away, not counting the fact that they're not all optimal. Scavenger chain. Cough, cough. Yes, it's getting a little drafty up here. Yes, because the window's still open. Facilities management has been notified, but we still have work to do. Fair enough. Each pair on the floor contains data. The address of another one of the pairs. Okay, 13. Yep. Each thing in the inbox is an address, outbox, data, and the chain ends when you reach a negative address. Okay. So this sounds like a heap or one of those fun memory thingies. Okay, so inbox. So we take in the number. Then we're going to go we're going to copy to 5. Okay, so inbox, copy that to 5. Then we're going to jump. We're going to say copy from pointer. We're going to dereference that variable. Then we're going to outbox that, if I'm understanding it correctly. Then we are going to bump pointer. Then we're going to copy from pointer. Oh, this is messy. Copy, and then we're going to copy that number back into the pointer. Oh. But before we copy that number into the pointer, we're going to jump, if negative, back to the inbox. Otherwise, we're going to jump to here, which means we don't need the copy to pointer. We can just do that. Man, if they had taught pointers this way in college, I would have figured it out way better. Like, this right here is exactly why pointers exist. It's exactly why pointers exist. And it's how messy they can get, including the using a value to assign it to a pointer. I don't know how my brain handled that, but whatever. We're good. That was relatively fun. Oh my gosh, there's prime numbers coming up. Part of me just wants to shoot for the end of the game now. Our users have been rating some of our hardware products with 1 star. Well, that's sad. I don't like that there's 100 here. With user reviews citing draws too much power and overheats. Oh, okay. Numbers are too complicated for test subjects. Occasionally removes alarming volume of skin from human users. I wonder. I kind of want to go find a product on Amazon, a knife. I want to go find a knife on Amazon, and I want to post this as a comment. Occasionally removes alarming volume of skin from human users. Gosh. Next time I buy like silverware on Amazon, which I don't know that I've ever done that, but if I ever do that, I'm going to go leave that comment. So management has come up with a solution to make the numbers smaller and easier to understand. Okay. Grab each number from the inbox and send its digits to the outbox. Oh, this is division. In kind of a fun way. Okay, inbox. Copy to 0. We won't label it. Then we want to... We'll call it in. Copy to in. And then we're going to... Copy from in. Subtract 11. We're going to come back to that in a second. We'll get this first part working, and then we'll go from there. So copy to in, copy from in, subtract that. If negative, we're going to jump to the next segment. Otherwise, we are going to find ourselves jumping back to here. But before we jump from there, we're going to copy from here, copy to here. So this jumps back. We're going to bump plus that. I don't like... There's a case here that I don't like. Copy to inbox, copy in, subtract. If the number is negative, then we're going to bump minus. If the number is 0, we're just going to skip over this. Otherwise, we're going to outbox after copying from digit. I think that's right. So let's see if we get the 5 off of this before we figure out the rest of the code. Nope, because somebody forgot to save. Sub 11, copy to in. Did we start off with a 2-digit number? Yes, we did. Okay, and that's fine. So we got the 1. It's the... So... That's great. Now, we've outboxed that number. We're then going to jump back to... We're going to change the order of this. So that'll reset the counter. But this is where I want to get a little weird. We don't have a way to dereference pointers. So what if we copy from here, copy to here, and then we bump here. So there should now be the number 11 right here. And then instead of subbing 11, we sub 6. Okay. And then when we do this jump, we're going to bump minus 6. And then I need an if 0. That's not gonna work. It's gonna be 8. Wait, that's gonna be 8? 11, 10. Copy to 8. 8. But minus 8. If so that's going to give us the value in here. If bump minus 8 no, that's not going to do what I think it does either. Nope, it will. Sub 8 jump if 0 here. Bump minus 8 sends us back here. Copy from 9, which is a 0. I think that might actually work, except this needs to be an 8. Okay, let's just... I probably way overcomplicated that. Okay, hold on. Let's try this again. So the first one's going to be 445. So 4. Why is it doing 10s? Stop. Sub. This needs to be a dereferenced 8. I think. How did you get here? Bump minus 8. 10, and it picks up the 10. Sub 8. Oh, no, that's not going to work. I need some fancy way. Oh, I know what we can do. Before we bump that, we're going to copy from dereferenced 8. Jump if 0 to here. This goes away. Please work. Okay, back it up. I should have kept track of what number we were dealing with. So somewhere a digit didn't get reset to 0. 6. Yep. And then it's going to output 6. Why did it pick up 93? Oh, because it's going to do the math one more time. That's negative. Bump in -1. Why? This doesn't make any sense. Go ahead and error right away, please. I want a 3-digit number. Can't just force request it. Stop and reset. I wish it would let me reuse the same input over and over again. Okay, we should probably just fix the problem. Okay, so come in here. There's our 11. Okay. So we take the 4. We stick it in there. Great. We're then going to go copy the 0, and we're going to put it into digit. Good. That part's right. Then we're going to pull in the 4. We're going to subtract 100. We're going to copy that to in. That might be a little early, but that's okay. If it's negative, we're going to jump, which makes sense. If it's 0, we're not going to outbox anything. That jump was in the wrong spot. Now we get a 3-digit number. Pause. Okay, we're going to watch it from right here. So we're negative. We've copied the digit. It's a 4. It's not a 0, so we're going to outbox it. Beautiful. Then we're going to copy from 8, which is 11. Why? Why are we going to do that? Because we're checking to see if it's 0. We're not. We're then going to bump it down 1. It's now 10. We're going to go back to the beginning. We have a problem in that we never... If it's negative 96, it was positive 4 before. So we need to add, when we go negative, if negative, we need to stop. We need to jump if negative. Nope. We're going to do it like that, so we don't go negative. I just realized if this is 0, we can just copy the number. Jump if 0. Copy from in outbox. I made this way more complicated than it needed to be. here's where I want to watch this. So we're now on 0, but we're going to go back just a little bit. So we bump that down to 9. This copy from needs to be here. Jump if 0. And then we got to move to the next number. Okay. So, we got one number. We jump. We go all the way back to the beginning. Go. It's fun to think that this is exactly what the processor is doing. I outboxed a 7. Oh no. Oh, there's another case. There's a situation where we need to output the 0. There's a difference between a leading 0 jump if 0 outbox copy from digit. Oh, this is messy. Okay, so if it's 0, then we need to copy from 10, which is 0, copy to 0. Out. Okay. So bump plus out. So if we output a number, we're going to bump that. If we're jumping if 0, we're then going to do copy from out. Jump if 0 to right here. Otherwise, jump back to output. And then out can't possibly be 0. So that is a nasty, nasty loop. Why did out go to 10? Oh, because that's not what I think it is. Bump 8 inbox. Copy from... Nope. Copy from 9. Copy to out. Okay, one more time. This one's gonna I feel like I should just start over, because I think I made this way more complicated than it needed to be, knowing that it's only 3 numbers. What was the actual number, though? 719. Okay, so the first number should be 7. So we outputted a 1 because we got a digit there. So then, copy from out. Jump if 0. Otherwise, jump back to there. Jump if 0. Wait, jump. Oh, that's not right. Copy from digit. Copy from digit. Okay, so we got a 0. Except we didn't. So we outboxed it. And then we bumped the out. Copy from out. Jump if 0. If we got a 0, if we got a 0, then we're going to copy from out. If 0, then we are going to jump to here. Otherwise, we're going to outbox. We're going to copy from digit, and we're going to outbox, and we're going to jump back to here. Otherwise, this doesn't happen, and we outbox bump, which is the same thing as outbox, but we're leaving out the bump because we don't need it at that point because we've already dealt with 0s. Let's try this one more time. Give me an 8. Give me a 7. Nice. Reset. Do it again. Reset. 4. Give me a 42. I think we got it. It's messy as I'll get out, but I think we got it. $31. And almost twice the runtime. I'm okay with that. We cleared it. Okay, so I think that's where we're gonna call it. That leaves 3 plus the end credits for tomorrow on Thursday's stream, so a nice little 1-week game for us. And we can always spend a little bit of time trying to go back and get the optimizations. Real quick though, how many milestones? We're at 17 of 16 achievements. It looks like end program, career milestone 6. All levels complete, congratulations. So we'll probably get those 2. There are some puzzles here that are really silly. Or some achievements. So we'll go achievement hunting tomorrow to see if we can 100% this game. Because it's kind of... Some of the achievements are going to be pretty silly. What size? Speed? Not going to ask questions. But we've got, like I said, 3 more to go, and then I think we've got the game. So we're going to go ahead and raid Ninja Weasel Plays to wrap up the evening. I hope you guys enjoyed whatever assembly craziness we were doing tonight. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow night for more of the same, I think. And hopefully we finish it off in time for Friday, and then we'll go from there. So with that, stay healthy, stay safe, and until next trip, see ya.